Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here with Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video. I'm here with Dan and Dylan of the Wholesale Formula. Over the last 5+ years, they've transitioned their business from retail arbitrage and online arbitrage sellers to building a wholesale business on Amazon, which has generated over $30 million in sales, which is absolutely amazing. And I've had them on the channel before. We've been recording and releasing a bunch of videos, and I know people have been really enjoying the content, and there's been a lot of questions and comments. And one of the number one things that we had to deliver on it today was, Steve, Dan, Dylan, how do I find products? How do you go out and actually source products? And we've talked about it before, right? But there's a big difference between being a talking head versus actually going into the computer screen and showing you firsthand, do this. Here's our criteria. Look for that. Don't do this. This is how we do it. And that's what's going down in this video. So real quick, Dan and Dylan, if you don't mind saying hello, we'll do a quick little introduction and we'll dive right into it. So Dan, who are you, man? What's going on?
Hey, man, thanks for having us on. Seriously, just excited to be able to share this today, kind of get in the weeds and show some real life concepts of how to find a winning product on Amazon.
Awesome. And you're coming from Corbin, Kentucky still?
I'm in Williamsburg. We went distributed. Like, you know, we're no longer working in the office. I'm working at home in Williamsburg. Dylan's in London,
Kentucky, yeah. London, Kentucky, not England.
You're not that fancy, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Super cool. So if you guys are ready to rock and roll and you're looking to take that first step towards, getting into wholesale, and you want to, you don't have to do this. First and foremost, I want to say you don't have to go head first into wholesale. You can continue running your RA business, your thrift business, but start to develop this high income skill of being able to source wholesale products. And I can promise you, because I've started my wholesale business as of late, this is not rocket science. It's not as hard as you think, this step. So don't let this be a limiting belief. I don't know how to find wholesale products. I don't know how to source them. We're going to show you right now. So Dylan, if you don't mind getting your screen ready, I'll put you on the screen and we'll give a brief intro in terms of what softwares we're using. I do see your screen, Dylan. Make sure it is on because right now it's just showing the.
Yeah, I want to pop it up in just a second. I want to give everyone a brief rundown before we get into it, just so that they follow along and understand what we're about to do. So Dan and I have sold over $30 million worth of physical products on Amazon. Over 90% of the products that we've sold, I found them, identified them using strategies just like we're going to be showing you today, using our specific strategy called reverse sourcing wholesale. So what it is that we do and how this works is we go to Amazon to find products that we want to sell. We just go and try to find the best products and then try to buy them direct from the brand owner, buy them at direct prices, and set up an authorized retail account with that brand. So today we're going to show you how we identify what makes up a good potential product opportunity, a good brand that we would want to reach out to and become the authorized seller. And we'll even talk a little bit about some of the strategies as we're going through. What are some of the ways that we would use to get approved for those branded products, right? And so what we're going to be showing you today specifically, the specific strategy, is one of our 5 secret sourcing strategies that we teach. You're going to be getting one of those 5 secret ones here today with us. So what we're going to be using is Jungle Scout's product database. Jungle Scout, probably the most well-known Amazon software that there is, a big company, well-known, widely used. And you can do this yourself. They have free trials available. You can follow along, learn how to use it. But there's also ways that you'll kind of see that you'll be able to do this yourself without software if you wanted to try it out. But we're going to be using Jungle Scout's product database today. So I'm ready to dive in. I just want to give that brief explanation.
I'm glad you did. Yeah, I'm glad you gave some context to it. And I do want to mention as well, for folks who are following along, there's a free 6-step wholesale guide that Dan and Dylan put together in the description, and it includes a product sourcing checklist. So don't worry while you're watching this, oh, there's so much going on, like I have to take notes. Check out that sourcing checklist. It's going to break everything down in even more detail. So you're going to be able to take both of them and put them together and become a gladiator right now. So I'm going to throw Dylan on the screen and we will jump right into it. So take it away, Dylan.
Okay, cool. So what this is, what the Jungle Scout product database is and what it does is you're able to punch in criteria, and it kind of filters the criteria that you're looking for, which makes it really easy to find product opportunities that fit, well, the criteria in which we want to sell, right? So let's start by going through what our criteria looks like when we're searching for products, so that you'll learn that too, and we'll get to see some real product opportunities that would be the kinds of things that we would want to sell. So we start with picking the categories that we want to search. On the left side, on the left pane here, is all of the possible category options among Amazon. Now, here's the cool thing about what we do and teach with wholesale is that you can sell products in pretty much every single one of these. Only a few of these wouldn't make sense for wholesale. And the cool thing about it, if you've ever sold on Amazon before, you know that there are certain product categories that are gated or that require certain wholesale invoices typically for you to be approved to sell in those gated categories. But doing our business model, you don't have that problem, because remember what I said is like how to get approved for all these categories is to have wholesale invoices. And well, that's exactly what we get when we work with these brands directly. You have that, so you can be approved for any category on Amazon using our model. Another one of the reasons why it's highly beneficial. So Dan, I'm going to let you pick. Which one of these categories do you want us to search through today?
Well, I mean, Steve may not know this, but I am now the proud owner of 2 new cats. I'd never owned cats before, so I'm excited about the pet category, man. Let's look for new things that could get my cats.
Excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and check pet supplies. Next is we're going to dive really into the important factors for us, some of the top most important factors for the kinds of products that we want to be carrying. So one of the most important factors is that we don't want to sell products that Amazon's retail division is also carrying. Amazon as a seller. We want to exclude any products that Amazon sells. The reason we don't want to sell products along with Amazon is because they don't really play by the same rules as everybody else. They steal all the buy box shares sometimes and can price lower than you could ever imagine. So we want to avoid that.
Right. Like, realistically, it's just tough to compete with them. And there are other opportunities out there that are just significantly easier to take advantage of. Like, it's much harder to help brands if Amazon's a seller, so it's just best to dodge it.
Yeah, so that's one important criteria. So for seller type here, we'll just make sure we have FBA checked and FBM checked, and we don't check Amazon as a seller type. So boom, we're going to be filtering out all the results for Amazon as a seller. So that's done. Product tier, standard or oversized. This just means, like, is it a regular size product? Is it a large product? And the answer, I don't care. I'll sell anything that makes money. So this isn't a barrier for entry for us at all. So we'll leave both of those unchecked, which is the same as just checking them. Next is our minimum price. Okay, minimum price. So there is sometimes, depending on where you are at in your business, the price at which you can sell products and then be pretty profitable can vary. Other people's businesses operate in different ways. A pretty safe place as a minimum price to start is $20. There were a lot of people can get started. If you're looking at products at least $20 or more, it's going to be a pretty safe range for you to find profitable product opportunities. A business like ours that does multiple millions in sales per year can operate with lower prices, of course, but 20 is a great starting point. So we'll set the minimum price at 20, but actually a pro tip is to set it more like $19.50, but so that you're getting all those, $19.97 kind of things, which are still really $20, right?
When you typed in 20 there, I was getting ready to say something, Dylan, and then you caught it, my friend.
Right, absolutely. The next criteria that we're going to set that's important is the minimum number of sellers. So a great criteria for us that helps us find ideal product opportunities is where products that have at least 3 sellers, right? So that means they have at least 3 or more sellers. It doesn't matter if they have 50 or 100, just at least 3.
Now, Dylan, I have a question.
Yes.
So it would be, thinking of it from an ideal perspective, correct? Like, it would be ideal if I were the only seller of the product or exclusive. So why are you looking with products with more than one seller?
Sure. So products that have a single seller are usually one of 2 things. It means it's either a private label product, meaning that's some person that that manufactures the product and sells it themselves, and they don't have a wholesale program, or they're unwilling to have a wholesale program. So it's a lot of times it's a waste of time to deal with them. Or someone already has the exclusive agreement with that product and you're not going to be able to get it. So by eliminating products that only have 1 or 2 sellers, you're eliminating wasting a lot of your time trying to go after those accounts. By having a minimum of 3, I'm going to go ahead and type that in there, a minimum of 3 sellers, it means it increases the likelihood that this is a brand or a product that is willing to work with retailers like yourself will be, right? So it just makes this an easier process and filters out better quality potential leads that you could be reaching out to. The next thing that we want to do, the next important criteria is, well, we want it to be a product that actually sells some amount of times every month, right? So that means in minimum sales, this is a quantity of sales, like number of times the product sells each month is what we can say here. So you go ahead.
One of the things that people, oftentimes you're going to hear people talk about sales rank or sales rank ranges, and we like to be a little more precise than that. So we like to look at what that sales rank number means, right? Like how many sales is that generating? So what Dylan's looking for is he's trying to set that line of the minimum quantity of sales that would be acceptable for the product. Now, in your business, that's going to change. To me, it may be a higher quantity because we are in business longer. We're looking to make bigger orders with bigger companies, whereas with a smaller somebody getting started, it might be lower, right? But there's other factors. There's other factors in terms of sales. And one of the things that we've typically noticed over time is that the companies who have products that consistently sell, but sell lower volumes, say, 30, 40, 50 times a month, something like that, a product that sells that many times, that is a product that has a lot of growth potential. So I love that particular range. And, in one of the shows that we recorded with Steve, we were talking about a brand that we were working with and how that sales can grow exponentially over time. So realistically, I think you can go with a lower number of sales here, right, Dylan, as a reasonable number.
Yeah. So for instance, we can go with 30 and that's going to be completely acceptable in a lot of cases. So like Jungle Scout is able to look at any product listing and determine about how many times it's selling each month, which is just a really cool feature. So we can set that to 30, or you could set it to 60 or 80. The range doesn't matter too much, but we're going to set it for 30 in this case. So, and hey, Dan, that's pretty much all the criteria that we need to be able to set to start looking at products, right?
Right. Like what this is going to do is it's going to generate you products that Amazon doesn't carry, that are likely not to be private label opportunities, that are legitimate chances and opportunities for you to reach out to and start potentially setting up that wholesale relationship.
And have a real volume of sales so that you can be making, a real volume of money if you were one of the sellers.
Sure.
So let's hit search. And it'll just take a second to churn through the Amazon's millions of products, and we can start going through and look at them right now. So Jungle Scout.
That was quick. That was so fast how they did that. That came quick.
So tons of so you can see the results here in the pet category. Products that meet these results that we just put, the Jungle Scout was able to find. There's plenty probably that it wasn't able to find, but just results that meet our criteria for selling. You can look right here, over 8,000 product opportunities that it was able to find that meet our criteria here in just this category alone. That's a lot of product opportunities. It's a whole lot of product opportunities. You can see here, it provides a lot of this data and information for you on the screen so that you can kind of comb through and see what you like and see what you don't like and that sort of thing. So Dan, are there any of these that are standing out to you that you'd like me to click on? Just let me know if you do.
Well, let's look at that pet shampoo, the first one.
This one right here. Number one, all systems, super cleaning and conditioning pet shampoo. Let's view it on Amazon. All right, let's check this product out. Okay. Oh boy, that's an interesting looking one. So what we're seeing here is this product, and so I'm just going to talk a little bit about what we're seeing and help everyone understand as we further analyze this, how we actually pick up wholesale accounts. So I'm looking at this product and I'm seeing a lot of problems with this listing, which I'm going to point out to you guys here as we go through it. But I'm seeing a lot of problems and issues. And that's the thing, is like, if we were to reach out to this brand, there's a real likelihood that trying to open up a wholesale account with them, they would say no. They already have Amazon retailers.
Right. Right. They're likely to tell you we've already got somebody selling the product on Amazon.
Right. And then so what you need to be able to provide value to the brand. You need to be able to talk to them about how you can do things and work with them on Amazon to increase their sales. So I'm going to give you some quick tips. And it's not like we went through this and did this prior to recording this video. This is all just hitting us fresh. I'm seeing this for the very first time, but I'm seeing a lot of things. Number one thing that I would tell this brand that they have a significant problem is the main photo here is super low res. I don't know if it's coming through it that everyone is seeing right now in the feed, but like it's super choppy and low res and just looks bad and looks low quality. It makes me think the product's low quality because of how low res that image is. Second problem is of these images, there's none of them that show me like a dog being shampooed, a dog's beautiful hair after the fact, after it's been conditioned. Like I'm not seeing what the results and the benefits of this product are, which as a customer, I would definitely want to see. So that's a benefit that would be able to provide the brand and help them to get better photography on here, which they likely have. Their lazy sellers just haven't posted it. Another quick thing that I noticed is their listing starts with the number sign and then 1. And I don't think a lot of people are going into Amazon and searching the number 1. Like that to find products, so that's not great for the search algorithms. I would play with that a lot. Like there's just a lot of things. Their bullets here aren't very detailed, so this product has a lot of problems, which means it also has a lot of opportunities for us to improve, make the sales better, and also provide a ton of value to the brand, so they would want to approve us as one of their very few Amazon sellers. Right, Dan?
Right. I mean, to give you an idea, the bullets that Dylan's talking about, just highlight what you're talking about, Dylan. Each one of those bullet points has 500 characters of information that you can put there. Now, I'm going to guess that their longest bullet point utilizes about maybe 100 to 110 characters. What would you say, Dylan?
That's probably like 80.
Oh, okay. So even less than that. But each one of those words that you put in those bullet points is it plays into Amazon's search algorithm. So by making those bullets dense and relevant and read well, not only are you, number one, more likely to get customers to buy the product because they read and they find the solution to their problem, but also you're likely to get more traffic to that product. So just going through and making these changes. Another example is the title. Dylan talked about, the pound sign there at the beginning, and just optimizing that title, utilizing all the keyword space is going to get more traffic. Sharpening those pictures, putting lifestyle pictures is going to create more conversion. So it's like, as it stands, this product is already selling a certain amount of times per month. And I think we can all agree that if you made just these select changes, just like, these little bitty changes that would take maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes to update on Amazon, that the product sales could be increased massively.
Yeah, especially like Dan, I know that you and me look at a lot of product listings, and it's just not all that often that you see one with 91 reviews and not a single review under 4-star. Just like has fantastic reviews too. So people love this product. That means it really should be represented better with a better listing, as a very poor listing. So if you remember, guys, the information that Jungle Scout told us here, it's telling us that the monthly revenue of this product is $5,400. It sells $5,000 a month, over $5,000 a month. This does 138 unit sales every single month. So the question is, if you're looking at it, if you were to get the wholesale account and be able to buy it profitably to resell, about how many of this could you sell? Well, let's teach you that real quick. What we're looking at right here, this area is known as the buy box. Okay, that's the buy box. The buy box price, what the buy box is if someone goes add to cart, it buys from the seller that has control of the buy box. The seller that has control of the buy box right now is someone called Besser Products. So they have control of the buy box. So the buy box price is $39.50. Well, if we were going to be selling this product, the way the buy box works is it kind of rotates through the sellers that are priced competitively, or generally who are priced at the same price as the buy box, $39.50. The way that we like to analyze it is people are probably genuinely competing for the buy box if they are priced within 2% of the buy box price. So we can go in and look at all the total number of sellers that are priced competitively and get a good sense of, if we were to sell this product, about how many we could be selling. So I can go here, look at the other sellers, and see who else is priced competitively. We've got them at $39.50. It does look like Amazon is selling the product as well here at $38.78, but they don't have the buy box, which generally just means this is what's called an Amazon fake offer. We don't have to get into all of that, but typically Amazon isn't actually carrying this product. They're just kind of pretending to, because they only have 4 units in stock, as it shows here.
The thing to consider is anytime that you see a product where Amazon is in theory a seller on that product and they are not in the buy box, it should raise alarm bells. Like when I see this, the immediate thing I think is, why wouldn't Amazon have the buy box? Are they priced competitively? The answer is yes. So I would want to dive a little bit deeper to see if Amazon actually is a seller of this product, and it more than likely they're not.
You're right. And so there's only, if I can go back into there, the people competing for the buy box here, because this product, so just so everyone can see, this offer right here is $29 plus $8.79 shipping. It is not an FBA offer when it's a merchant fulfilled offer. So we don't really consider merchant fulfilled offers as competition when we're looking at products, because it's very difficult for them to get the buy box, much more difficult than compared to FBA offers. So really and truly, looking at this, the only real offer on this product is from Besser Products here. So if we were to sell this product at a price competitively, since we determined that Amazon's probably not a real seller of this product with only 4 units of inventory and no buy box control, and this other guy who's selling it merchant fulfilled, the reality is probably we would get about half the sales of this. So we would be doing about $2,500 in sales every single month with this product. And that's if we didn't improve it at all. That's the worst case scenario. But the reality is this product could be selling, Dan, I'm not kidding. Like, this is a good opportunity. This product could be selling 10 times more.
You found that quick. That was first try. We found out. So whoever watches this video first, you might want to put that on your list and reach out to this brand. If Dan and Dylan don't beat you to it.
It's a good opportunity. Yeah, that's the thing. You know what, Steve? Just cut this out of the video. We don't want to show people that. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, this video is going in the trash. No.
No, man, that's the point. There's lots of amazing opportunities on Amazon right now. I think you're sorted by the product title, and that's why you're looking at all these 3-packs and 2-packs and awkward things. If you resort by sales or anything like that, like we'll get a better.
Yeah, we can resort by right now it's sorted alphabetically, so we're seeing a lot of people that are using like symbols for their product title and stuff like that. But you can sort by anything that you want. So like if we sort by monthly sales, for instance, right? Typically, if you sort by monthly sales, what you're going to see is just like tons of name brand stuff at the top, which you may not want. So you want to comb through and go on some of the deeper pages. So what I'm going to do here is I've sorted by monthly sales, but I'm going to go deeper onto the pages. I'm going to go to like page 15 or not 155. Whoops.
And while you're doing that, Dylan, do you mind if I ask really quick, what are your thoughts on, 2-packs, 3-packs, 4-packs for a beginner? Is that something that you would shy away from? And I know because, I'm going through your guys' program over at the Wholesale Formula. You guys have a 21-point checklist, and I know that it is almost like slightly a negative thing over there. It's not a pro. So is it something that you would really have people shy away from, or is it just something to kind of keep in mind?
For me, it's one of those things, right? Like I don't want to get, I don't want my only product to be a multi-pack that I carry from a brand, right? Because those, look at what those are. Oftentimes they're going to get folded into a parent-child listings. Like if it ever gets manufactured, Amazon could come on that. So if you're like using the multi-pack to just dodge competition, I don't necessarily like it. Now I love multi-packs as a value to the brand. So for example, like if I have the single pack listing and I'm selling it successfully, and I see a lot of multiple pack orders, like I'm fine. I love having a multi-pack there and things like that. But for us, it's more of does the multi-pack make sense? And if it does, then it's definitely a benefit for us.
Appreciate that. I know people were probably wondering.
Speaking of a multi-pack, let's go ahead and take a look at one and see what comes up here. So I'm going to go ahead and click this one. It is Earth Bath, ultra mild puppy shampoo. Oh, that's nice. And you know, a lot of these products that we're going to be looking at here are things that you've probably never heard of, and that's great. That's fine. I would tell you that we've done $30 million in sales on Amazon. It's unlikely you ever heard of a single brand that we ever carried, and that's just because that's how big Amazon is. That's how big the planet is. We sell a lot of just random stuff, niche products, small companies, but they have success on Amazon, and we can ensure their success on Amazon too. So I think this is a good.
The truth is people buy strange things. Like, really, I mean, you know, whenever you go, you think about buying something, which me and Steve seem to have not much need for, like shampoo. And like, you know, if you were in the need of shampoo, how many options really are there of shampoo on the planet? It's like, you know, you walk into a store and you see maybe 25 options or 10 options, or I have no idea. I don't really go to the store very often. But you see X number of options on a shelf. Well, that is magnified on Amazon. So if there's 10 shampoos in a store, you may see 500 different types of shampoos on Amazon. So there is a lot of depth to the product. And in that, oftentimes you see a lot of niche, right? Like, you know, for example, we used to carry, like, you know, an example of a niche would be organic shampoo or something like that. Like, I'm sure there's a whole bunch that like, I have a Sphinx cat. Like, there's only certain types of shampoo that you can use on them. Otherwise it'll cause them to break out. So it's, you know, there's specialty shampoos for those guys. And within that, there's just so many breakdowns.
Yeah. So this product is sold as a 2-pack, which means you just put 2 units together. It's sold as 2 units. So pretty simple multi-pack like we were just talking about. So not hard or difficult to do in any way. Remember back here, Jungle Scout told us this product is doing again, just like the last one, about $5,000 a month in sales. Our 190 units are sold per month. And let's look at the listing a little bit. So again, similar situation to last time, not very detailed, not a lot of information on the bullets, not photos and pictures like we talked about, pretty much non-existent. Their description is, well, it's, you know, pretty vague and not very good. Still not a whole lot of images, but the product is selling reasonably well. Oh, and I just noticed something else that I'll try to double back on that's going to be interesting to talk about. It's another well-reviewed product, which generally I don't care too much about the reviews. As long as the product's selling, I don't care too much. So let's see about how many units of this that we could sell using the same criteria as before. So the buy box price is $24.89. Anyone priced within 2% of that, we would consider to be competition that we would kind of split sales with if we were also priced competitively. And again, we want them to be FBA offers, so that needs to be shipped from Amazon. So we disqualify this one. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, and then 4 offers, the main offer. So there's 4 total offers of people that are priced within 2% of this buy box price. So we would be the 5th offer if we were selling this product, right? The 5th offer, which means if we were selling this product and we were priced competitively, we'd get about an even share of the buy box. And that means 1 out of 5, we would get about $1,000 a month in sales from selling this product. Again, and that's if
now,
we did.
Dylan, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If you were selling, let's say you were getting $1,000 in sales, what would you expect to make in profit off of this?
It varies, obviously, between brand to brand and product to product, and so on and so forth. But you can expect a profit margin anywhere between 15% to 30%, even to 50 and 100% with certain brands. But I think a real fair average profit margin to expect is somewhere between 20 and 30%. I think you'd agree with that, Dan.
Yeah. So okay. So let's say you were able to achieve, we'll be conservative and call it the 20% margin. So just by becoming a seller on this product, that is $200 you personally get to put in your pocket every month, you know, with a conservative margin. Now, there's something else to be said here, right? And
there's absolutely something else to be said here that I noticed. And it's that if you were to get the wholesale account for Earth Bath, it looks like, because as I was scrolling through, they sell all kinds of other stuff. Here's an Earth Bath product. Here's an Earth Bath product. Here's an Earth Bath product. Or I can just click their brand name here and maybe see that they sell all kinds of other stuff. So if you get the wholesale account for Earth Bath, they may have lots of other great selling products that you can sell and be earning a lot of profit on, right? So it's like it's their whole catalog, and it looks like they have a big catalog full of.
I mean, Juggle's got that last one you did. I mean, it looked tremendous. And look at these. Like Dylan is using an extension. It's absolutely free, called DS Quick View, I think. Amazon DS Quick View. Mm-hmm. And that's how he's able to see that, how many sellers are on this product and things before he clicks on them. But like, just look at this product. Like every single one of this line, this entire line so far has had poor pictures, poor descriptions, poorly written bullet points. Like everything about it is not optimized, and they're still getting good traffic and good conversion on their products. So what I'm saying right there is that $1,000 in sales a month, if you actually carried all the SKUs that were available to carry, could very easily be $10,000 or $15,000 a month. And then what you're looking at from $10,000 or $15,000 a month is $2,000 or $3,000 in profit, which is a good solid account. Like that's an account that we are attracted to. Like, to me, this one seems like a tremendous opportunity.
Yeah, they're just filled with other products that you could potentially carry within the brand. So yeah, it's just like Dan said, this brand Earthbath, that was just one product that we looked at, but there could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products within their line that you could carry, be earning thousands of dollars a month. And that's the way wholesale works. It's not just about one product, it's about the brand and about all that you can carry. And then really that's what it comes down to with us is you carry some other products, you provide value to them, you do the things like we said, like write better copy, get more pictures added, things of that nature, increase their sales, and then that potentially they may reward you if you work well with them, just like it's happened many times with us with an exclusive account. Now you're the only seller getting all the sales and all the profit, right? That's the kind of things that can happen.
And let me ask another question. So you're talking about updating all this, all the copy, all the pictures and stuff. Like, what if I'm not a good photographer? Like seriously, how does that affect it?
Yeah, you don't need it. You don't need to be a photographer. Dan, we've been doing this for years. How many times have you or I ever taken a single photo of any product that we've ever sold? And the answer is 0 times.
I've never once, not even once.
99% of the time, the brand has tons of great marketing photos. The stupid sellers just never uploaded them. So all you have to do is ask the brand to send you the photos and upload them onto the listing, and bam, sales start increasing almost overnight. It's that simple. That's how lazy and bad so many Amazon sellers are, and the solution can be that simple.
And the same is true for copy, right? Like whenever you talk to a brand, you could say, "This is what we're looking for here. Can you help me with this copy?" And you can do some amount of research. Say these are good keywords for this. Can you write copy with these keywords? And they can oftentimes just get back to you with your bullets written, with your description or whatever. And guess what? You've now updated their listing, provided a massive amount of value, and you've done 0 of the work. All you did is take it and upload it. And you've done infinitely more than all of the other sellers they have ever worked with, as easy as that sounded.
Yeah. And it can be as easy as that. There's a big myth that a lot of people believe that you can't make changes to other people's listing on Amazon. Absolutely not true. We're proof positive because we've changed hundreds upon hundreds, maybe it's even thousands at this point, of Amazon listings over the years. So that's just categorically false. You can change pretty much any listing. You just gotta know what you're doing, and you have to make that effort.
That's huge. So that's pretty much the process. Is there anything else we're missing? Anything else you want to show?
No, I don't think so. Like, I mean, I can switch back. Let's see if I can. Whoa, there you are. Bam. Okay. Yeah. That's it in a nutshell, guys. It's simple to follow along with. You can do the same things and find all kinds of products that way. Or you can just search Amazon any way that you would like. Just search Amazon any way that you could like. Using that same criteria, keeping it in mind that we showed at the beginning, you can find tons of product opportunities, and you can start thinking, oh, man, now anything that you see on Amazon ever, now that you know that our little formula there about how many times we could expect to sell it if we got the account, anytime you're just browsing on Amazon, you see a product, you can start to think, if I were selling this, if I had the wholesale account, how much money I could be making. You can just start checking and seeing. And that's really how you get started. You start getting the itch for wanting to do this, and when you start seeing how much money is out there, how much opportunity is out there, it's pretty crazy.
Right. And another thing that a lot of people think is, there's just not a lot of optimized or a lot of those types of opportunities. Products that have bad listings and stuff. And it's literally, we number one, we were 2 for 2 right there, right? Like we found 2 products that
we did not prep. This was off the cuff.
Oh yeah,
no prep. And why is that the case? Like Dylan showed you. I mean, in the Jiggle Scout thing, there were 8,000 results in just the pet space that hit those criteria, and that was at the $20 price point. If you lower it down to $18, you're probably going to add 1,000 items. Like that's the way this works. So it's with that. Are these things actually available? Like that's the concern is that these opportunities are available. And Dylan, what would you say in your estimation the amount of optimized listings are on Amazon?
Well, it's relative to like what you mean by optimized, but what I consider optimized, I would say 98% of listings on Amazon are poorly optimized. I would say it's something like 98% are poorly optimized. And I'm like, Dan's looking at me like I'm being pretty conservative.
No, I mean that's we're talking about like when we're talking about optimized, we're talking about optimized to the nth level, like all decked out all the way. But there's the point is, and what that means is, I agree with Dylan. I agree that if you want to talk about ugly listings, like what percentage are truly ugly. I believe that percentage is probably 92% to 95% of, not enough pictures, just not enough bullets, like literally just bare bones, like the kind of stuff that we looked at today. So, if that's true, it's like that is opportunity. All those are opportunities. Every time you see an ugly listing, and maybe the folks, that watch your channel are Amazon shoppers. Now, when you're going to Amazon, start paying attention to that too. Start thinking, wow, does this have great bullets? Like, are they using 500 characters? Are they using 200 characters in the title? Do they have 8 pictures? Do they have lifestyle images? Those kinds of things. And once you start really looking, you see all this opportunity. And what that is that's leverage to add value. That's the ammunition that we use to start that relationship is, I can fix this for you and you'll see an immediate effect.
Yep.
And it's crazy. Like,
go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, this is what I love about the live. Dan, you talk. Dan, Dylan and I, we're cut off right now. Dan, take the show.
No, I mean, for me, it's just you go once you start down this rabbit hole of really exploring what like Dylan said, thinking about I can make this much money if I've sold a product, or this is a way I can help this brand. You start seeing that there's enough opportunity that you don't have to land every account. Like, people often ask me, like, what are your conversion percentages? And they don't have to be very high. I just have to find one partner that I can work with and order from consistently. And then I just grow my portfolio over time. So it's that's the beauty is when you really see those opportunities and start paying attention to them, it always, that's what got me excited about really diving deep into wholesale.
Yeah. Dylan, did you want to say something?
All I was going to say is like the strongest thing that you can do is just think like a shopper. And so anyone most people here watching shop on Amazon, next time you're on Amazon, if there's a product that you look at and you decide not to buy, remember that. Think of like write it down. Think to yourself, why did I choose not to buy this product? And those are all related to problems that Amazon listing likely has. And those problems can be solved, and you can be the hero that rescues them now that you've identified, here are all the reasons I didn't buy. So there's probably hundreds of other people, maybe even every day, that look at it and decide not to buy for the same reasons. How could we get that fixed? And that is a significant amount of sales that you could drive for that brand. They would want to work with you by helping to reveal that and fix that for them. And now you have a very profitable income factory for you. So that it's really as simple as that. If you think like a customer, you can have a lot of success with this.
I mean, I was going to say that as many times as he struggled to get that out, and as many times as he cut Steve off on his own show to say that, it needed to be a blockbuster statement. But that one was pretty good. Like, I was going to make fun of him. I'd be like, wow, that was so important. You had to cut Steve off, cut the man off on his own show. But it was pretty good. Like, I'll give it to you.
I give it to him as well, man. Definitely appreciate that. And hopefully everyone got value from all the information and content in this video. So if you've been sitting on the sideline, maybe consuming this content or maybe you've had the belief, I don't know if it's, something I can do, source products, scout products. Hopefully you were able to see in this video that it's not that hard. And this is only one of many strategies that I've been utilizing behind the scenes, that they've been teaching. I've been learning a lot from them. And stay tuned on my channel. I'm going to be sharing some more interviews, some more content to help you guys with this process. And yeah, just really grateful to have you guys on the show. If you guys found value in this video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, drop some questions down below. I'm going to be in the comments answering all of them. Again, if you didn't get a chance to grab the free 6-step wholesale guide and the product sourcing checklist, those are free resources. In the description, I'll also put a link to Jungle Scout and anything else that we mentioned during this video, like DS Quick View, which is really helpful. So with that being said, Dan, Dylan, thank you so much for coming on, and hopefully you guys have an amazing day, and we'll all talk soon. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. Get out there and scout, guys.
Let's do it. All right, take care.